Today we're going to talk about the rock cycle, which is a cycle of processes undergone by rocks in the Earth's crust involving igneous intrusion, uplift, erosion, transportation, deposition as sedimentary rock, metamorphism, remelting, and further igneous intrusion. Here's a picture of the rock cycle, which starts with weathering and erosion and ends with uplift to the surface. Throughout this process, there are three types of rocks that are formed: sedimentary, metamorphic, and igneous rocks. To start, we're going to discuss sedimentary rocks, which go through four main processes: weathering and erosion, transport and deposition, sedimentation, compact, and cementation. Sedimentary rocks are formed by sediment that is usually deposited over time as layers at the bottom of bodies of water such as lakes and oceans. The sediment is weathered away originally by wind or water. Sediment can also include minerals, small pieces of plants, and other organic matter. The sediment is compressed over a long period of time before consolidating into solid layers of rock. Sedimentary rocks form in layers called strata, which can often be seen in exposed cliffs, as in these pictures. Here are some of the most common sedimentary rocks: breccia, conglomerate, shale, sandstone, and limestone. As you can see, some of the rocks are smoother than others. This depends on how much weathering and erosion has been occurring in that area. Most sedimentary rocks now turn into metamorphic rocks, which is what we are going to discuss next. Sedimentary rocks are then buried and go through high temperatures and high pressures and form into metamorphic rocks. Metamorphic rocks have been changed over time by extreme heat and pressure. Uplift and erosion help bring metamorphic rocks to the Earth's surface. They can be formed by pressures deep under the Earth's surface from extreme heat caused by magma or by dense collision and friction of tectonic plates. Here are some images of the most common metamorphic rocks: slate, biolite, schist, gneiss, and quartzite. These rocks must go through extreme temperatures and pressures to form. We will now talk about igneous rocks, which are usually formed from metamorphic rocks that have gone through melting. After metamorphic rocks have been formed, they go through intense melting from magma that is beneath the Earth's surface, and after the magma is crystallized, it forms igneous rocks. Igneous rocks are formed when magma cools and solidifies. It may do this above or below the Earth's surface. Magma can be forced into rocks, blow out in volcanoes, or forced to the surface as lava. Atoms and molecules of melted minerals are what make up magma, and these atoms and molecules rearrange themselves into mineral grains as the magma cools. Here are some examples of igneous rocks: basalt, granite, rhyolite, obsidian, and pumice. These look different because it depends on whether they cool below or above the Earth's surface, and at how quickly these rocks cool. We have now finished talking about the three different types of rocks that form throughout the rock cycle. It starts out with sedimentary rocks that are made up by weathering and erosion, transport and deposition, sedimentation, compaction, and cementation. After the sedimentary rocks are buried and go through high temperatures and pressures, they form metamorphic rocks. Metamorphic rocks are then melted by the magma beneath the Earth's surface, and when the magma crystallizes, it forms igneous rocks. And as those igneous rocks uplift to the surface, the process starts over again. Here's the glossary of some of the vocabulary words throughout this presentation. Organic matter is the residue of dead plants and animals in various stages of decomposition. Strata, a layer or series of layers of rock in the ground. Uplift is an act of raising something. Erosion, the process of destroying something by wind, water, or other natural agents. And magma is a hot fluid or semi-fluid material below or within the Earth's crust. Now, see if you can create the rock cycle with all of the different types of rocks.